Hello, my name is Landon Schlungen. Today we are going to work with variable data in C# console applications, continuing on with learning of C#. And so let's get started. Choose the correct data type in your C# code. We just click on this link, opens up the Microsoft Learn platform, and we can start this. Just choosing the correct data type. Um, yeah, string, char, bool, int, decimal. A lot of this stuff I already know, but I'm going to teach a little bit of it. So like ints, they can only store a certain amount of data. Yeah. So here we go. Which choice best represents how bits represent on and off? Bits are binary and represent using 1 or 0 digit. Yeah, that's right. Continue. Let's just do the knowledge checks and then hopefully I can teach based on that. Okay, which data type has a range of whole numbers between 0 and 65,500? That would probably be a U short. I have no idea, actually. Yeah, it is U short. I haven't really used that data type very much, so. All right, discover floating point types. Which is the best data type to use to process banking deposits? That would be a decimal. I believe decimal has better accuracy. Let's see. Yep, that's correct. Decimal with 28 to 29 digits of precision. All right. It's required for many financial applications. In C#, when the new keyword is used to create an instance of a class, where is the memory allocated? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's just the heap. Let's see, yeah. Okay, instances of classes are allocated on the heap when created with the new keyword. So heap and stack, they're both instances of memory. Stack is like more readily available, and heap is like once it's allocated, then it goes to the stack or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Who really even cares, right? All right, choose the right data type and knowledge check. Piece of code must store whole numeric values between negative and positive 1 million. What is the best data type to be used? Pretty sure int can be used for that. The code for a game needs to store lots of fractional values representing x, y, and z positions in a large 3D space. It will likely need to perform physics calculations. Absolute precision isn't required, but it's important. All right, so let's use float. Which of the following statements is true? Reference types are stored in the stack. Value types can only store numbers. Use the new operator to create a new instance of a reference type and return its address to the variable. Let's just do that one. I don't know. Yeah. Somehow I got all those right. Yeah. Use the new operator. It doesn't really explain it, but for floats, they aren't as precise as decimal, but they still allow a little bit more precision than ints do. Floats and double would work, but it would take up extra memory, and we'd rather just use int. All right, so let's move on. See what FreeCodeCamp has. This is an int, and check. Let's go on to the next training. Complete the module. Make sure to complete all the modules. All right, start. This is work with variable data. Wait, no. This is convert data types using casting and conversion techniques. Which is the best technique to convert a decimal type to an int type? Oh, we can use cast. I know that will work. I don't know if it's the best technique, but I'm just going to go with that. Which of the following conversion rounds the value versus truncates the value? I'm going to say you have to use this convert to int32. And let's try that. Oh, wow. Both of them right. Again, I'm guessing like amazingly this round, so not exactly sure. But yeah, decimal to int is a narrowing conversion. So cast is the best answer. And then, yeah, we have to use a function to do this. Instead of truncating, we round. Okay, which technique should be used to change my input, a string value of 2.718, into a decimal variable? Well, we need to parse it. So I'm going to do try parse. Consider the C# code bool success equals decimal.tryparse, which best describes the return type of decimal.tryparse. A decimal? That's the return type of it. Or it's a bool. The return type of decimal.try parse would be a bool type because that's where the equal sign goes to. So I'm going to say bool. All right, cool. Got them both right. Try parse or parse is a valid technique, and it returns a bool for try parse. All right, knowledge check. Which technique should be avoided when changing a string value into a decimal? I'd say just casting is probably not right. What type of action is being performed when changing a float into an int? That would be a narrowing conversion because it has to lop off some information. All right, let's see. Yep, we got those right. Awesome. Because float can store more precision compared to ints. Yeah. All right, let's see what FreeCodeCamp has after we complete this module. Which type of action is being performed when changing a float into an int? That was a narrowing conversion. Okay, go to this link. Perform operations on arrays using helper methods in C#. Which best describes the code array.sort pallets, where pallets is a string array? Sort is an array method. I'll go with that. Okay. Which best describes the code array.clear pallets02, where pallets is a string array? Okay, this one is the first one, pretty sure. It removes the data from two array. What? Oh, it removes the data from two array elements starting from item 0. So starting from item 0 in the array, it removes two array elements. All right, let's see. It's a method that removes and replaces with null specific elements in an array. Okay, cool. Okay, string.join with a dash my array is an example of a join. Which explanation best fits this example? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's number 2. Constructs a string from items in my array connected with the dash marks. Yep. String.join constructs strings from the elements of my array. It's kind of similar to JavaScript join. Okay, knowledge check. Which method changes the order of items in a string array? That would be sort. What is null? It is a value indicating points to nothing in memory. All right. Let's continue on. Complete the module and answer the question on FreeCodeCamp. This one was sort. All right, next training. Format alphanumeric data for presentation in C#. Okay, what is the output of console.writeLine tax rate of tax P1, where tax is defined by decimal tax 0.12051M? So P1, does that mean precision 1? If that means precision of 1, then it would be 12.1%. That's my guess. Yes, okay. So P1 rounds to single decimal place. Okay, given string my words equals learning C#, what is the best output description for console.writeLine? My words.pad left 12. I'm going to say 12 spaces are added to the start of the string. Ooh, 1 space is added to the start of the string because it's 11 characters long. Okay, weird. Okay, knowledge check for the C# code console.writeLine. Pad left 6 with a 0, which is the expected output. Okay, pretty sure it's C because we're padding on the left some zeros. Which format specifier presents a decimal value with the following format to an English US audience? I'm going to say C, just like saying it's currency. I don't know. Which character must be used as a directive to perform string interpolation? That would be the $sign. Okay. This one is actually 0 and 2. It's the correct format specifier for US audiences. Okay. I didn't know that. Let's move on. Let's see what the question is. Left is this. Next training. Modify the contents of strings using built-in string data type methods in C#. What is the return value of myString.index of C, where string myString equals C# time? The index of C would be 0. What method should be used to search for the first occurrences of a string term in a long string? Okay, this one I think is substring. Let's see. No, it's actually index of any. Index of any returns the first position of an array of character that occurs inside of another string. Okay. If the code message equals message dot replace B and D is run where string message equals big dog, what is the new value of message? So we're replacing B with D, so it should be dig dog. Yep, that's right. Knowledge check, which method finds the next index of either the char or the equal char or the underscore char. I'm going to say index of. What is the a constant variable? A value that once initialized can never be changed, yes. Okay, this one, again, it's index of any, but I've never used index of any before. I've always just used index of, so that's why I got confused. Okay, let's move on. What is the FreeCodeCamp question? Okay, this one we know is index of any now. Let's do this next training. Guided project, work with variable data in C#. Yeah, for this, they gave us a bunch of starter code, but I'm not going to do it. I just want to answer some questions. Okay, knowledge check. Which choice best describes the purpose of try parse? Safely test a cast operation, I would say. For the code decimal.try parse, when the type of number string is a string, which best describes the value type for myConvert when the try parse is successful? MyConvert would then come out as a decimal. So let's try that. There we go. Yep, try parse. It's to test the cast operation, and the out variable is a decimal. All right, let's move on. Complete the module and see what FreeCodeCamp has for a question. We have try parse, which best describes the value type for myConvert. That would be a decimal. All right, let's move on to the next training. Work with variable data in C#. Feel like we already did this, but maybe not. Or maybe it's just adding on to the last one we just did. All right, to sort a string array, why is it important to use the string.trim method on each array element before sorting? I'm going to say this second one, B. String.trim removes leading white space that would sort before numbers and letters. So if we get rid of that, then it will actually sort correctly, no matter what. So both for each and for are good choices to iterate small single dimension arrays like cat, fox, dog, snake, eagle, but when is it best to use a for loop? Well, to evaluate a specific range of elements, that would be for sure. Let's see, because we can start and stop it wherever. Review those, and yeah. If we use for each, then it has to go through the whole array, but with for we can choose indexes that aren't from first to last. Complete the module and see what FreeCodeCamp has. To sort a string array, why is it important to use string.trim? So that removes, so that it doesn't mess up our sorting, basically. All right, we get our trophy now. And it looks like I got my trophy. This one, I think. Let's try and verify. And my trophy was verified. So I hope you learned a little bit more about C# in today's video. In the next video, we are going to create methods in C# console applications. And again, I'm probably just going to answer all the questions for that one as well. And yeah, I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.